What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to talk to you guys about one thing, kind of two things, but one big thing, and that is printing methods. And I'm going to talk to you about two different printing methods. If you're familiar with t-shirt printing, you've definitely heard about these methods before. The first being direct-to-garment printing, and the second is screen printing. They each have their pros and cons. I've used both of them. I definitely have a favorite one, and at the end of the video I'll tell you which one I recommend and why. But before I do that, I got some samples over here I'm going to show you. We'll do a little side-by-side, head-to-head comparison, and I'll point out what I like and what I don't like about each printing method. Before I do that though, let me break them down real quick for you. In the simplest of terms, direct-to-garment printing is basically printing using something similar to a paper inkjet printer, and you are printing the ink directly into the fabric, whereas with screen printing, you're using a big mesh screen. The ink goes through the screen onto the shirt using a squeegee. So they squeegee it through the screen, it lays on top of the fabric, and then to make the ink dry, or it's not ink, it's paints basically. So to make the paint dry, they use heat, and then it sets into the fabric. So a big difference, screen printing, the ink is on top of the fabric. With direct-to-garment, it is printed into the fabric. With that said, I'll go ahead and show you the first sample. The first one is a direct-to-garment sample. And if you're familiar with L3, this is a design that's on our website right now. It's our Elevate design. This is a black t-shirt, obviously. And so it's a two-color design. You got your teal and your light gray. You can probably tell that the black bleeds through both of the colors a little bit, therefore making them a lot darker than they should be. And that is one of the big reasons that I do not use direct-to-garment printing for dark designs. Although it is extremely soft, and you can't really even tell that the ink's there because it's printed into the fabric, which is really nice. It makes it really comfortable. So that's really good, but the colors are way too dark. It's almost impossible to 100% color match whatever colors you're looking for. They're always going to turn out a lot darker than you want them to. The shade's always going to be way off if you use dark shirts. So I do not recommend using direct-to-garment if you're going to be printing on dark shirts. With that said, I will show you the screen printing sample, and this is a shirt that's available on L3's website right now. It is our L3 OG Classic Limitless design. It's actually using the exact same colors as the other one, so the one I just showed you. And it's also a two-color design. You got your teal, your light gray, but as you can tell, unlike the other one, the colors are a lot brighter, a lot more vibrant, and they're pretty much 100% the exact same as they look on paper. So when you're using a screen printing shop, regarding colors, the shop's going to ask you for something called a Pantone color code, and each color has a specific code that matches that exact color. So that's how you tell screen printing shops exactly which colors. So they take that color and then they mix up the paint, and they can get almost a 100% exact match of what you're looking for. So that's a big pro as far as screen printing goes. The color matching is a lot better. The colors can be a lot brighter, more vibrant, and almost 100% accurate. With that said though, if you are printing on a lighter colored t-shirt, specifically a white one, this is another direct-to-garment sample, and you can see the colors turn out to be a lot brighter. And although the color of the shirt, white in this case, does bleed through a little bit, it doesn't really matter because this is a white design to begin with, so it just makes the colors even brighter. So if you're thinking about printing on a white t-shirt, that's the only time, honestly, I would recommend or consider direct-to-garment printing. The one thing I love, like I said, is that you can not really feel the ink at all. But as far as color matching goes, it's almost impossible. Colors almost will never be anywhere near the shade you want them to be. And in my experience, it's almost always a letdown. The technology has come a long way over the past couple of years. When it first started out, it was even a lot worse than it is now. Certain designs and colors like this one don't look bad, but sometimes you just never know what you're going to get with direct-to-garment. Whereas if you find a good screen printing shop, the consistency is a lot better, the color accuracy is a lot better, and in my experience, the quality of the product as a whole is a lot better. So that is my recommendation. If you're comparing the two, it's not much of a comparison. Screen printing is going to be a much better choice in almost every single case. The one case being where it might not be a better choice, and that is if you are printing in quantities of 12 shirts or less. And the reason for that is with screen printing, you have a lot of upfront setup costs, whereas with direct-to-garment, there's no setup costs. So you're going to pay the exact same for one shirt as you do for per shirt. You'll pay the same per shirt for one shirt as you do for 20 shirts. Depending on what company you use, they might give you a bit of a discount if you order higher quantity, but for the most part, you'll be paying the exact same price per shirt for one as you do for 100. With screen printing, if you order one shirt, most shops won't let you do it because the upfront setup costs would make that one shirt so ridiculously expensive that there just wouldn't be a point. But the higher quantity you order, the more discount you're going to get per shirt. So say you order 12 shirts and you're paying $10 per shirt. If you order 24 shirts, the screen printing shop might knock down your per shirt cost by $1 and so on. So the higher quantity you order, the more discount per shirt you'll get, if that makes sense. So that's something to also take into consideration. If you only want one shirt or you're only going to order a couple, it doesn't make sense to do screen printing because it'll be way too expensive. But if you got a product line or you're a brand, you're going to order a higher quantity anyways. So in my personal opinion, there's absolutely no comparison. Go with screen printing, find a good shop. In the next video, I'll talk more about that. I've had my fair share of good experiences and bad experiences with screen printing shops. Every shop is not equal. A lot of times you will get what you pay for, but there is a ton of shops out there. There's a lot of high quality ones. So like I said, in the next video, I'll touch more on that subject. I'll tell you things to look out for when you're looking for a shop, and I will tell you which shop I personally use now and which one I recommend because they do an incredible job and their customer service is amazing. But we'll get into all that in the next video. I hope you guys found this video helpful, informative, and I hope it helped some people out. If it did, please hit that thumbs up, like it, share it, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you in the next video. If you got any questions, drop them below. Like I say in all my videos, I will do my best to answer all those as accurately and quickly as possible. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.